Jesus. God will knock them off of the soapbox you just put them on. Because he will not have another little Jesus that's getting any of his glory. Recently, one of my heroes in the faith was attacked, T.D. Jakes. People had all kinds of evil things to say. Here's what I told them. I'm glad that God will get the glory. Because no matter how big we make Bishop, he is no match for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Whether he's guilty or not ain't our business. Let me tell you what is. It's not his sin, it's yours. Woo! Preaching here. People say stuff like this. That's why I don't go to church. Everybody's in the scandal. Everybody wrong. Everybody wrong in Walmart. It ain't never stop you from getting no grocery. Everybody messed up in the club. You still go. Everybody messed up in your family, including you, and you ain't quit on your family. Why come you go? I know I'm preaching good. Preach, Pastor Ada. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you find a host of perfect people, let me meet them. But let me tell you the difference between them and us. Say us. For them, they are not covered with the righteousness of God. But when you say, God, I'm on your side, God says, good, because you ain't going to never get it all right. You ain't going to never be perfect, and I know that. So instead of me waiting for you to get perfect, I'm going to let you wear my righteousness so that when I see you, I don't see your mistakes, I see my glory. I need about 100 y'all in here to look at a neighbor and say, neighbor, you look like you're wearing God's glory. And because God lets you wear his glory, he wants one thing in return. Y'all ready? He wants you to give him all the glory that you can possibly muster. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is nothing more than a theological showdown. It's because all over the world, they're getting ready to give their God glory. In fact, in New York City, right now, they're about to begin shouting because the new year is about to come in, but you are not in New York City. Touch your neighbor tonight and say, neighbor, I'm not in Times Square. I'm at 3920 West Cardinal Drive in Beaumont, Texas, and I declare the blessing over my life. If you desire no weapon to be formed against you to prosper, stand on your feet in this house. Grab your neighbor by the hand. I said, grab your neighbor's hand. Hold your neighbor by the hand. Shake it like you've been born again. And say, neighbor, I've been hit and hit hard, but I thank God I'm still here. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Hold that neighbor by the hand and say, neighbor, it's a brand new year. And God is about to turn everything around. He told the man of God to tell me he's got my back and my blessing is coming. Find one more hand, hold it like you've been born again, and say, neighbor, neighbor, it's about to happen right here. The favor of the Lord is headed your direction. Lift up your hands, open up your mouth, because it's happening like right now. We're going to count it down together. Hug your neighbor right quick and say, neighbor, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Find one more neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm walking in the favor of God. 3, 2, 1. yes, Lord. Open your mouth and shout, yes, Lord.